All right, welcome to officially episode 3 of CuzWords. I'm Madison, joined with my co-host Michael.
I thought you were John.
Yeah, I've done some thinking on it, but I think it makes a little bit more sense to go by Madison.
The editor told me he's not going back in and bleeping out all of your times where you introduce yourself as John.
The editor, huh?
Yeah, the editor.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have some words with him. That's okay, right? I think officially we went over this in episode 0. But
so this is episode 3, but it's the 4th episode.
Yeah, and we're doing this a little bit later in the day today, so I'm gonna crack open some caffeine.
I'm nursing this. How much is this? This is a buckshot, 2 fluid ounces, and I've been sipping it for about 2 solid hours. It feels like, not really. But
yeah,
I can't finish it. It's gross.
Because you keep talking about. Well, so much for getting booked up as a sponsor in the future. I personally love it. I think these things are great.
I like a lot of bucked up products. Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. So if you have a sponsor, right? Are the sponsors that are supporting your content, whatever, so delusional or so just like, what's the right word here? I don't know, but they're so eager for you to just act like everything they produce is gold, like their crap don't smell. Like you're gonna have something that's not good. People are gonna think that this isn't good, we just have to accept that. I mean, some people are gonna listen to this and they're gonna be like, "That's terrible." And I'm drinking this buckshot right now, and I'm like, it's not good. But there's a lot of bucked up that is good.
I agree, but you didn't just define the flavor that you're drinking, because maybe there would be another flavor that you would like.
It's true.
I got you. So I text you saying, "Hey, I'm getting an energy drink all the way over here," and you say, and then you didn't text me anything back until literally right when I pulled up into the parking lot. And so I picked up 2 of my favorite flavors of buckshot, which I really am a big fan of these. They're basically a better 5-hour energy in my opinion. I do wish that they made a version that had the deer antler velvet in it, but it doesn't have.
Yeah, but they are better than 5-hour energy. I'll tell you that.
Oh, so you don't even like 5-hour energy?
No. 5-hour energy is like drinking your own pee.
Well, there you go. At least you didn't describe the buckshot.
Yeah, buckshot's better than that for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, they're energy shots. Big fan of the pre-workout, though.
I think that's the problem. I'm not drinking it properly.
That is all I use for pre-workout. What do you mean you're not drinking it properly?
I nursed it. It's a shot. You're supposed to just down it, right?
Yeah, and you're. I definitely know you could down shots when you want to. Even when it doesn't
the problem.
taste
The
good.
right substances weren't in this.
Well, it's high in vitamin B, so
we need a 4 Loco shot. Is what you're saying for energy.
4 Loco. I don't even think they make those anymore.
Those are probably outlawed.
Yeah, they were. That was a huge thing back.
And
in
if
college.
they're not, that doesn't matter. Governor Ivey will still come raid your store.
Yeah, and or they'll ban something and rate it a week before.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, what's today? Let's get the date down.
What is today? It's July the 26th.
26th. Yeah. Well, I think I may have done the wrong date last time, but I think our editor went back and.
No, you did. I think you did the right date because we were recording on a different day than our normal day.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, then yeah. Last week we recorded on a Sunday. This is at least we're on the right day today.
Yeah.
Just a couple of just right around sunset, which we typically do first thing in the morning, right after getting our workout in. So trying to keep that energy up high.
I know if you're listening after the fact from when we've released these, then you may just be binging the episodes. But if you're not, I hadn't even told you this yet, but we're gonna have to take a break next week. We have no choice.
What's next week?
I will be in Atlanta the entire weekend.
Oh, we can't do a Friday or something?
No, I have a lot of work things that I have to do Friday. It would have to be at like 10 p.m. on a Friday.
We could maybe do 10 p.m. on a Friday.
Well, we can do. I mean, I want to do 10 p.m. on a Friday.
When are you moving, or when are you going over to Atlanta?
Leaving Saturday early morning and coming back Monday, probably late Monday night.
Late Monday night? And this is for work?
No.
Oh, this is just a thing? What are you doing?
Going to Atlanta, going to see different things, botanical gardens, go into the real reason I want to go is to go to see Everton play my soccer team.
Yeah. Have we even talked about your obsession with European soccer?
It's not just European. I like all countries' soccer. Actually, football, where those countries are.
No,
for the most
you can't
part.
say that. You can't say that in Alabama.
I love college football
absolutely.
too. See, I'm okay. I like it all. It's all good.
But you follow the European League, probably as close as you follow college football.
I would say it's almost 1A and 1B at this point. College football and European soccer, specifically the English Premier League, which is the England. You know,
I like how sometimes I'll be on a Zoom call or something very, very late at night with either some of the developers that I work with over in China or India, and it'll pop up on my computer. It'll say, your gamer tag is online playing either Football Manager or FIFA.
it's probably just Football Manager at this point. It's not
just
even
about
FIFA.
nothing. Like, you're never playing anything else, but it'll be like 2:00 in the morning on a night, like a work night.
Yeah, I got work in the morning, and it's like, hold on, I got to get this game in right quick.
That's ridiculous. I don't know how you do that.
I've been playing, Football Manager, the franchise, probably, like top 2 or 3 longest periods of time of any gaming franchise. I've had a few different iterations of it, and the current one I have is the one that came out during COVID. I haven't upgraded since. But yeah, it's a great game. It's the most in-depth sporting simulator there is. You're not going to find a better one for management purposes. You don't get to control the players. I know that's like the big thing.
I know it's the goofiest thing.
You're acting as the manager, the coach.
I mean, are you critiquing the players while they're out on the field?
Yeah, you're telling them everything they're supposed to do, and you literally get to like actually give them team talks where you're like encouraging them or roasting them for playing poorly, which all determines based on their personality type how they're going to react to it.
So you have a little girl or a little boy,
yeah,
going forward, which it's likely going to be one or the other. That tends to be the majority. And they want to play soccer, right? Are you going to volunteer as a coach? Could you coach little kids? Because
I think so.
You have to be a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Than you probably.
I'd probably be nicer. I would be far too nice, actually. Like when they did the wrong thing in real life. Like I'm not gonna like lambaste them, if I said that correctly. In real life, like you might do to a fictional character on a video game, just because that personality type responds properly to. You just have to game the system in that game, but in real life, it's it's a whole lot different. You're gonna have to actually care about the other person's feelings.
Yeah.
So, and a bunch of little kids, it's just going to be pure encouragement. I'm going to be spamming the encouragement button.
Well, I know. I was out to dinner with your mom and dad yesterday when we went to go see the new house at my father bought.
I hear it's big.
It's too big. I don't know who would ever need a house that big. I'd say who a boomer who wants to be like, I got a big house.
Can we talk about?
And then I go and I talk to him and I say, all right, Dad, well, you got this really nice big living room, and then he wants to cheap out on the TV. He's looking at getting like a Roku TV.
He should get a full-blown projector.
It's not quite big enough for a projector, but he's wanting to get, and I'm like, well, if the TV's too expensive, the house was probably too expensive. To be fair, though, a lot of it was unfinished, and he's got plans to go through, and because he's a handyman himself, he's going through and he's going to finish out a lot of the unfinished stuff in the house, and he thinks he can get that done. I think his biggest issue is going to be the time commitment.
Yeah,
but he is capable. He's capable of doing that. He is our grandfather's son.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that stuff. I mean, I remember back in the day, like with Boy Scout things with you, and then sometimes with me, like he'd be really good with like the Pinewood Derby stuff. He like the tracks and the cars.
Oh, the Pinewood Derby was great.
Which was probably like, I mean, that was just easy for him. That wasn't a big deal. I remember stuff he's done in Mississippi that he's talked about doing at his house too, to just fix things or make things better. But what I got to point out, and I don't know if he's going to listen to this or not, but if he does, he's got to let me know. Like,
okay,
why does he post on Facebook when he announces that he's got got a new house? He's like, he posted like a millennial woman, where he's like, so I did a thing. Like, what is that?
I believe my best guess is that he bases all of the way you're supposed to post on social media because he probably monitors my sister's socials.
So he just posts like her and her friends. He just posts like her
because he thinks that's how you're supposed to post on social.
I couldn't get over it when I saw that. I was like, so I did a thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how many times I've seen that from people, but not in his demographic.
Oh yeah, that's totally a millennial thing. You don't see Gen Z's doing that either. That's just a. But it'll be interesting. He'll be a little bit closer now, which is nice. Hopefully, get the house finished up in a decent amount of time. He just wanted to host. They just had their first grandchild.
Yeah.
So they're looking to have a space where they can host everybody for big events, and the townhouse they've been living out of for like the last close to 10 years now is just not gonna cut it.
Yeah. I know that having the new house, you're gonna want to do as much there as possible, but I kind of miss the rather infrequent, but every once in a while going all the way out to Madison where he's got a house, and
he's still got that one.
Yeah, I know he's still got it, but like I'd be surprised if we go out there anytime soon. We hadn't been there in a while anyway, but definitely not now with the new house being much closer. But those were fun little trips every once in a while when we go out there in Madison.
Why couldn't we go out there?
Because you got a brand new big old house here.
Yeah, but I mean, when we would go out, it wasn't for. I mean, there was most of the time it was just to bring the boys out there, and we'd sit out on the dock or something.
Yeah, take the boat out.
Yeah. No, we never did that.
Yep, Well, I remember one time.
Not with the boys.
Not with the boys. Well, I remember taking the boat out and your dad like losing the rudder or something in the water.
That's right. It's a rotor, I believe.
The rotor
is the proper term.
Rudder. It's just me with an accent.
It's a private lake. It is not big whatsoever. It's and it's not very deep either. And my dad, because he's got this the personality type where he wants to have the biggest boat on the lake. He went out. They don't allow for gas powered vehicles, so he got out and bought an electric boat. It's a pontoon, and I don't know if I could have said that more country.
The pontoon.
Yeah, he got himself a pontoon.
And a pontoon.
But he's never owned a boat before. He's just bought this. He bought this maybe 6-person pontoon boat, and he's never uses it. And he takes us out on it, and then.
But he wanted. Yeah, we were there, and he wanted to show it off.
He
never uses it.
Yeah, because he never used it, so he wanted us to go out on the water with him. We get out there and about probably say we get about halfway out on the lake.
I know we gone to the point where there was like a dead end essentially, and I think we were starting maybe like midway through the comeback.
Yep.
Going and then it was
and then as he hits something like a log or something, then the rotor just pops off into the water. And luckily he did have a paddle, so we just start. So one person is going on like running back and forth on either side of the boat to paddle to keep us straight. And and then I know by the time we got close enough, he got out in the water, started wading in the water, and pulled us in. And all the while I'm just thinking this is going to be a funny story to tell in 8 years when we're on episode 3 of the podcast.
Yeah, that was your only thought at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was good. It was good though. I mean, was it? I'm trying to remember. It was during the summer, wasn't it? It wasn't like during the winter where you had to.
It was either
go out there in the cold.
It was either summer or early fall.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad for him to wade out in that water.
Right. So you were mentioning this a little bit earlier. Did you say Microsoft is discontinuing?
Oh man,
Halo Infinite competitive.
Yeah, the rotor fell off of the HCS. the Halo Championship Series, as it's called.
So what's going on? Is it just a money sink, or what's the speculation there?
The real question is, the developer of Halo, ever since Microsoft took it over from Bungie, 343 Studios, is really just what are they doing ever since they've been in charge?
It's not 343 anymore. Now it's Halo Studios.
It's right? Halo Studios, but a lot of the 343 people went to Halo Studios, so it's a lot of the same people. They did do some changeover, but the overall idea behind how Halo is run, how its esports scene is run, is just baffling to me. But they kind of just late on a Friday, just dropped this news that they're gonna after this year's World Championships just be done with the scene until another Halo game comes out. But they didn't mention when that's going to be. Well, and it's not going to be anytime soon, apparently.
They announced that they were moving over off of their legacy Halo engine onto Unreal, right? The Unreal Engine?
Well, they had started development for the new Halo game and then scrapped all development to switch engines.
Yeah, we'll see.
Which has delayed the game by at least 2 years at this point.
We'll see how this plays out. I know Michael and I both have opinions on the newer Halos compared to the way that they were in the older style.
I can lay it down right for you right now. Halo 1, fantastic. Halo 2, fantastic. Halo 3, fantastic. And my personal favorite, Halo Reach had good things, had bad things, was the start of the downturn, but wasn't the true issue. The true issue was Halo 4. Halo 4 was a complete stonewall to any momentum and started the downward trajectory of Halo. And then MCC coming out, which was supposed to be good, had so many issues initially that it really just became a meme instead of being this thing that the community could come into and play all Halos. Great. Yeah, and then
but this was and just for any of the younger listeners, MCC was one of the very first games where the game was released and it was not finished. And they may not be able to remember. This was when was this? 2013?
2014,
2014. Yeah, that back before, just about every game before that, when a game would come out, I mean, you had a finalized version of the game. This wasn't a Fallout 76. This wasn't a Halo.
It wasn't No Man's Sky.
Right, No Man's Sky.
It was when MCC came out, I was still in the pre-order era, where it's like you pre-order a game, then you go to midnight GameStop release to get it so you can take it back and play it, because it's probably not got a huge download size initially, and you're going to play it that night. Right. And MCC was the start of, maybe this isn't what gaming is anymore. Maybe gaming is not about playing things immediately, because you sure couldn't play MCC immediately.
No, it was an unplayable game. We would, I remember being so excited. I'm like, this is it. This is great. Because up to that point, what do we have on Xbox, on the Xbox One?
Well, if you were trying to play,
if you wanted to play first-person shooter, what did you have? Titanfall.
You had Titanfall, yeah.
And that was it. Which we played a good amount of Titanfall.
You probably had a Call of Duty or like a Battlefield shooter or something that I'm not thinking of, but yeah, I remember Titanfall being the first good first-person shooter that came out on the Xbox One.
Yeah, and it was fun. But I tend to agree with Michael's opinion on the downfall of Halo.
And then here's the thing: I didn't get to Halo 5 did some good things to bring Halo back, but to me, Halo 5 is almost like a separate genre. Like Halo 4 almost feels more like Halo than Halo 5, but Halo 5 is a better game than Halo 4. Does that make sense?
Kind of does, but I didn't like, and I think it was Halo 5 that introduced the dedicated server instead of the host side server set of things, which really would just kind of screw people up a lot. It was nice to be able to, if somebody beat me to a sword lunge or something in Halo 2 or Halo 3, to be able to say, well, they've got host. Right, now I couldn't use that excuse.
Yeah.
So
no more excuses.
Yeah, and they also introduced what was that one game mode with the pay to win?
Oh man, what was that called? With the card system, and oh man, I know it. My brain's telling me it's called like Warzone or something like that. I don't think that's right though.
Kind of sounds right. I don't know.
That's Call of Duty's Battle Royale.
You can leave a comment in the if you're listening on YouTube, you can leave a comment and remind us.
I mean, I've always been, in terms of Halo, I've always been competitive scene first, competitive multiplayer scene first, and everything else second. I have over time gotten a lot more into the campaigns of Halo, probably through achievement hunting. Although I'd played them all before, but I didn't really care too much even about the story. But now I know more about the story through that. But I've always been competitive first.
We used to make fun of you in Halo 3 when we'd be like, "So Michael, what's the
idea.
What's the difference between a hunter and a grunt?" And you'd be like, "I don't know, but I'm going for the sniper rifle."
Yeah, no interest in the campaign back then. But I've always cared most about competitive, so that's the first thing I go to when a new Halo game comes out to find out, like what's the viability of the esport. And Halo Infinite is a very fun esport to watch. I don't have as much fun playing it, probably just because I'm getting older and I'm not good anymore. But it legitimately is fun to watch, and I hate to see it just all of a sudden just kind of have the rug pulled out from under it. Like, it seemed like momentum was coming, orgs were coming in, lots of good players, generational talent playing the game right now, and now they're like, I'm already seeing really great players saying like free agent for a different game once this season's over. Like they have no plan for what Halo is going to be.
I mean, that is kind of the state of esports right now, isn't it? I mean, even like big name games like League of Legends struggle to make esports profitable at all. Advertisers don't know what to do with it. Advertisers have no interest in being a part of it.
Yeah, there's only a few games that seem to be somewhat financially stable.
Yeah.
Like a Rocket League. Rocket League seems, and it's one of the points is smaller teams. Rocket League and fighting games are probably the only ones because orgs are paying no more than 3 people per their team. Which you go to League of Legends, you got to pay 5 starters, substitutes, and a coach. It's just ridiculous.
And then you've got the issues like with like Super Smash Brothers, where the melee scene I'm sure would be just as hot as ever, but then Nintendo wants to come shut everybody down every time there's a new melee something, or Project M. Or what is it, Project Plus now, right? They try to get something set up, and then Nintendo's just like, no, you can't use our stuff if it's not a officially Nintendo licensed. Even threatening to sue people at points. And Michael and I used to be big into Smash Bros back in college.
Yeah, you were always, I think, more into the competitive scene and better at the game than I was. So I was,
it was a nice change of pace.
It was a secondary thing for me to pay attention to when I wasn't paying attention to Halo. It was a fun esport to follow, but I was never as passionate about it as I was Halo.
Yeah, I would say that you sunk probably a good amount more of Smash Bros in college though than you did Halo.
Yeah,
I mean, we would still play Halo together, but
at that point when I was in college, Halo was.
We're looking at that's Halo 5 era.
The very end of Reach going into Halo 4 with Halo 5 coming out at the very tail end of my time at college.
Yeah.
So it was basically the Halo 4 era of the Halo franchise, which is the absolute worst in terms of its competitive scene.
And that's another thing that kind of sucks is once a new Halo comes out, people just quit playing the old ones. So Halo 4 came out and people stopped playing Halo 3 even though it was a better game. I remember, telling people, let's just go back and play. You want to play some custom games? The Forge on this is not even as good as it was on Halo 3. Let's go back to Foundry. Let's go play Fat Kid. Let's go play. Those names are officially no longer appropriate. We're not allowed to. We're not allowed.
Well, what's wrong with Fat Kid?
No, Fat Kid's fine.
Fat Kid's okay.
There's.
What about
You remember that? You remember
the
that?
Floor is Lava.
Floor is Lava, sure. You remember that one on Rat's Nest? People would be in the ghosts.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the name is. What's the name?
That's probably a good thing.
What's the first letter? It's 2 words, right?
It's Chase the something.
Chase the rat. On Rat's Nest, right?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Rat. It was.
You know what? I think I remember it now.
Yeah, yeah. It was a different era back then. Listen, this was the 360 era. We were, everybody was kids. We didn't come up with the names, right? We didn't make these names. We downloaded these games off of what was it?
Bungie.net.
No, well, Bungie.net. But what was that? That Forge? Was it Forge Hub?
Maybe.
There was a Forge website.
The crazy thing is, like, Bungie didn't even like censor the names of these things, did they?
No.
Yeah.
No, you could call it whatever.
Yeah.
And but whoever made it probably didn't intend for that to be the name, and then somebody downloaded it, changed one thing on the map, saved it as a new map, called it something else, and then they thought it'd be funnier. And unfortunately, as anything in marketing, if the name sticks out, it's gonna pique your interest.
It's crazy how different things are, because like back then anything goes, but now, like, if I'm playing Rocket League and something funny happens and I type LOL in the chat, it censors it because somebody may perceive that as
you can't say LOL in a Rocket League chat.
It censors a lot of things that you would be amazed by in the Rocket League chat.
I do not play Rocket League. I've never been able to get into it despite my best efforts.
It's currently so there's basically 3 games I have on rotation these days.
So that's what, FIFA?
No,
Football Manager,
I don't
and
even
Rocket
touch
League?
FIFA these days.
You don't play FIFA?
I play Football Manager. Football Manager count not Xbox. Football Manager on PC.
Right.
I play that, but the 3 Xbox games I have on rotation are Halo MCC, which I don't play multiplayer because I can't practically find games. I just play campaign. I play for multiplayer. I play the finals, and I play Rocket League, and then when the buddies are on, I play Marvel Rivals,
which I still haven't even tried Rivals.
It's pretty fun. You know, I'm a first person shooter kind of guy, and it's a third person shooter, so that takes a little bit to get used to, and I'm still not quite sure which hero, because it's great. The hero list on Marvel Rivals is crazy.
It's essentially an Overwatch clone, right?
Yes, in every sense of the word, there's literally characters in there that feel very, very similar to Overwatch characters, but it's third person instead of first person. But like Star-Lord, for instance, from Guardians of the Galaxy, plays very similar to Tracer. Buckeye, which is Winter Soldier, plays very similar to McCree. Sorry, okay. That's not his name anymore. Whatever his actual name is in Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him McCree. Let's see. I don't know. There's definitely some other ones too that are slipping my mind right now. But yeah, there's characters that it's like the Punisher feels very similar to Soldier.
Okay. So we did play a decent amount of Overwatch.
Yeah, that was the game there for a while.
We would jump on and play that
nightly.
Yeah, every night with the boys. That's really how the boys became the boys, to be honest. It was like we didn't all have a lot of games that we played together, but then once we started like syncing up and picking our roles, and back in 2016, that's almost 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, we really kind of cemented the friendship there. That's been a wild 10 years. Michael would play flex, right? So Michael would pick just whoever needed to get played.
I mean, I prefer to go DPS, but you know, there's times when I was a good tank in Overwatch 2. Diva was probably my best tank.
He did.
But I like to, playing the DPS, the snipers, try to be a good Widow, stuff like that.
I started originally started as Symmetra.
That's right.
And then they changed Symmetra's stuff, and then I kind of moved over to Torb. But I like Torb as a character. He's kind of one of those you get a little bit more flexibility, and it's about being able to kind of place your turret where you're not going to think people are going to find it. And I like that. I like that a lot. I like playing mind games with the enemies.
Yeah, you like to main 2 of the cheesiest characters in the game, in Symmetra and Torb.
Yeah,
but you knew how to make it work. I don't know how many play of the games you had back in the day as Torb.
I remember one specific play of the game where I'd gotten a really good turret placement, God, what was that level? It's like Egypt.
Anubis,
I think.
Is that
Where
it? I don't know.
there's there's that upper ring at the.
I can't. I remember what they look like, but you got to think about it. Like, when's the last time we were playing Overwatch? It was strong there, but it was a quicker period of time. It felt like it was maybe by 2019 we were done.
No, I want to say we were playing probably through.
I don't remember playing it through COVID.
Yeah, I think we would jump on and play the odd game every once in a while. I agree.
It was around 2019 at some point, maybe early 2020, when we were done with Overwatch for the most part.
Yeah, I mean we
definitely weren't on that nightly grind anymore.
When we were living together, we set up when we had our Xbox set up beside each other. We were still playing it a little bit after I moved back from Colorado,
but it wasn't as frequent as it was when you were still in Colorado.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
But man, it's been like 6 years since we were playing it frequently. So it's like I literally have never touched Overwatch 2.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just what happens when you get older. You get
I still play games.
More life stuff.
That game, the draw for that game was playing with the
team.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to play with the team.
I mean, I was definitely to the point where I played it so much that I was willing to hop on it and play it solo. I would do that, but it was most fun with the team, and when the team wasn't on, I was less inclined to play it. And now these days, with the team never being on that game, I'll play Marvel Rivals because I get the same feeling.
Yeah.
Even though it's not the same game to me and it's not as fun, it's still fun enough when I'm playing. When we got a full 6-stack, let's see, it's like me, Teach, Preach, Frogman, I'll say the Doc, and
the Doc. That's good.
The Spin Meister. We got a full 6-stack. We get completely rolled sometimes because we're playing against other 6-stacks that may be like we used to be in the day when they were playing nightly. We don't play nightly anymore.
Right.
But it's still fun to have that feeling of like, oh man, it's just it's the crew playing again,
Yeah.
I can't say the boys because technically in that crew that plays, there's one non-boy. So it's not the boys. You can't call them the boys.
Yeah, no, yeah, he is no longer he. Is that who you're talking about?
He is no longer he?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she was always a she.
Oh, are we talking about doesn't know where 9/11 happened from Canada?
Oh, well, that was back in the Overwatch days.
Well, who are you? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the person who likes playing Marvel Rivals.
Oh, you playing Marvel Rivals? Yeah. I see. Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking back.
We got in the group that plays Marvel Rivals. We got, and she plays more than I do. So she's more of the Marvel Rivals crew than I am part of the Marvel Rivals crew.
Okay.
But when I hop on, she's quite often on as well, and it's our group of 6 that we do our best. I've still yet to play a game of competitive in Marvel Rivals. Only played the casual playlist, and it's a fun game.
Yeah, maybe I should give it a go.
Yeah,
it's just been, ever since I got that TV that just has the worst latency.
You just got to get a monitor. I mean, you make enough money, you could go get a cheap enough monitor that still plays games decently, and you can play it there.
Yeah, it's the time commitment,
Yeah, I mean,
barely have time to breathe anymore.
Yeah, it's.
And speaking of breathing, I thought I might ask you what you thought of my new vape here.
Your new vape.
This is something that our old one of our old healers in Overwatch would probably be interested in carrying around now that he's no longer a he. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Oh, wait a second. I think I do. So there used to be a person we played with that mained Mercy.
Yeah.
And
I think he spent a little too much time playing as Mercy because I think he kind of adopted the personality.
See, I don't know. You knew this person outside of gaming.
No, I didn't.
I thought you did. I thought you knew
No, he was a friend of an online friend. So it was just somebody that I met and liked to play Overwatch, and he'd fill in for healer sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so this there's no camera, and maybe you'll catch a hint of me puffing sometimes, but I got a nasty nicotine problem, so I'm always puffing on a vape.
Yeah.
It'll become a lot more obvious once we have a camera set up. But my favorite brand of vapes just released a.
You shouldn't have a favorite brand of vape.
They just released their new look for their vapes, and they look like tiny purses. And I'm carrying this thing around, and I don't feel good about it. I mean, I already didn't feel good about carrying around a vape.
It's not the first time. Back in the day when I was going hard in the paint too with the vaping, there was one that looked like. I know you remember these because one of these brands you were very in tune with that looked like a mini alcohol bottle. You remember that one?
Yeah, but then
there was another one that looked like
a tiny Coke bottle.
Yeah, like a glass Coke bottle with the bottleneck. But the one in particular that actually, I believe, had cases of blowing up on people while they were trying to use it, or it was just as it was laying dormant would blow up. So I never got one again. Was the one that looked like a soda bottle, like with a straw coming out. Yeah,
and you'd puff on that.
That was probably the fruitiest looking vape I could think of.
Until this, I think this tops it.
You're just accessorizing over here. You could take this chain off that I'm looking at right now.
I could take the chain off,
and it doesn't look. It looks like every other vape I've ever seen.
Yeah, but you understand it's a talking point. I can say, "Hey, haha, don't I look kind of gay with this vape?" And then
Is that how you start a conversation? You walk up to somebody, haha, don't I look gay?
Oh yeah. I've only had it for 3 days, and I've just talked to random people in Mabco about it. And
what do they say? Haha, you do.
I'd be like, dude, why are you talking to me?
Dude, get out of my face. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Look, I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. I don't know. I can't.
Well, no,
see, I'm not in tune like I used to be, but I don't even know what brand that is.
This is I guess for the listeners, we do not condone vaping whatsoever. I don't think.
This
I think it's
podcast brought to you by.
Yeah, no. Vaping is a terrible, nasty habit. I recognize that I've got a problem with it. I have every intent to quit at some point, and
I mean, they don't design those things for them to be easy to quit.
Well, no, quitting's easy. I've done it like 5 times.
Yeah, but permanently quitting.
That was the joke.
I can quit for 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, listen, I quit like 100 times a day. It's just...
I quit when I go to sleep every night.
Yeah. It's, but no, this is, the brand is Raz, the new 30K. 30K puffs, Michael.
30K puffs?
Yeah.
How they even... what I never understood back in the day is how they even, gauged a puff amount.
I don't think it's
They just throw a random number on it.
I agree. I think it's ridiculous. I don't think that there's
Why don't
any
they tell you
measurement.
the content of the vape liquid? Like how much the volume amount?
Great question.
I mean, I know it's going to be like a small milliliter amount. It's not going to be much, but I mean, that seems more beneficial to the consumer than 6,000 puffs, man.
Yeah. No, I agree. And any of the Delta carts or whatever, they're all going to say exactly how much is in the the tube.
Just like that.
Yeah,
makes way more sense. But then again, they're not marketing vapes to the people that typically have critical thinking skills of why are they doing this to me? They're just like, oh, that's a lot of puffs.
Well, I see the marketing aspect of making it look like a tiny purse, right? It's I guess you're kind of going off that what is the Labubu thing with the chains? Are you familiar with Labubus?
Labubu?
Yeah, you're not familiar with this?
I don't.
They're little accessories.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're little accessory creature things that are just super hot right now.
My brain went to Honey Boo Boo when you said that.
No. Yeah, that shows how
I am
lucky you are to be so disconnected from society.
I'm a millennial.
Oh no! Well, listen, millennials know about it. It's a thing. If you look it up, Labubus are these little creatures that they're They're hot sellers. They're just little accessories. And you open it up, it's like a mystery box. You don't know what you're
Are
getting.
they like the new Funko Pop?
Oh, way more popular than the Funko Pop. They're a pop culture thing. Like it's not just nerds collecting them. It's like legitimate like celebrities are bragging about what their Labubus are.
My wife probably listen to this, at some point in the distant future and be like, "You didn't know what those were?"
Yeah, probably. And today is we've already said it, but it's July 26th, 2025. Labubus have been a thing for probably 3 or 4 months now.
Oh, I thought you were about to say like 3 or 4 years.
No.
And honestly, it wouldn't have surprised me.
But it's been, they've been very, they've been very, very popular. I mean, people are literally shooting each other, I think, to get their hands on, like, when a store gets a Labubu shipment and to be able to buy these things. There's like literal fights going down. That's how popular they are. I know. No.
Look, listeners can't see my face right now, but it's the ultimate stank face. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I need to see a picture of what this thing even is.
Oh, it's not going to make any sense to you. I'll pull it up.
Okay, I get that, there's collector items that cause fights, like, people trying to go get Pokemon card packs out of those vending machines. I've seen those videos.
Labubu.
Bro, that looks like a Teletubby with ears.
Yeah. But they're these like accessory things that people are putting on their purses and
that said $700.
Yeah. Because that's a rare one. You open them up just like a pack of cards. You don't know what you're going to get.
What comes in them?
One Labubu.
No, I thought you meant you open up the Labubu and something's inside the Labubu.
No, you open up the packaging for the Labubu. You get a Labubu in a box. You don't know what it is.
So it could be a common Labubu, and it could be
an extremely rare Labubu.
It's just playing on the opening of a card pack thing. It's just made for people that love that gambling aspect of not knowing what you're going to get. But the thing is, people don't realize how infectious gambling is all throughout society in so many different facets. Like, people love to gamble. It is some sort of like human innate instinct to love, spending some sort of money, not knowing exactly what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just going to the casino on some reservation and spending money. Like, that's not the only form of gambling that is widespread.
Which, by the way, in Alabama is the only place that you're allowed to gamble on a reservation.
When we went to California, it was like casino around every corner. It was crazy. But, yeah, around here, we got Wind Creek.
Yeah.
But but at the same time, in terms of gambling, we got far more than Wind Creek, because you can gamble online in all different methods or forms, or you can go get a pack of Pokemon cards, not knowing what you're going to get out of that pack, or you can go get these stupid Labubus.
Yeah, you're right.
People love to gamble,
but at least with something like that, you're actually getting something, even if it's just a common Labubu.
Here, I got a question for you. If you like gambling, this might be a situation where you're taking a risk. You're gambling. I have to pose a hypothetical for you.
All right. What you got?
So, I was thinking to myself, if you're a single male, not necessarily like relationship status, but like
an individual,
like literally physically in the moment, like you're alone. You don't have a party with you. You're not with a group of friends. You're not with a date, whatever. Would it be acceptable for you to go get a meal alone at Chuck E. Cheese?
Would it be acceptable?
Yeah. Like, you're not part of a party, a group.
I don't know what Chuck E. Cheese has to offer for food. I really don't.
But what does Chuck E. Cheese have to offer?
Pizza. That's all I know.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese has pizza, but what else does Chuck E. Cheese have to offer?
I guess they've got beer.
Do they have beer?
Yeah.
What's Chuck E. Cheese known for?
Kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're a single adult male, and you're like, I need to go somewhere to eat, is it okay for you to just like walk in and eat at Chuck E. Cheese alone? Or are people going to be like looking at you the whole time? Like, what's this creep doing in here looking at all these kids?
They're gonna be thinking you're creepy.
Yeah.
I don't. But I mean, is it acceptable? Are you talking about like socially acceptable or just like morally acceptable? Because I don't see anything wrong with going in and getting a piece of pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. If you're like that's like, I want Chuck E. Cheese pizza, I want a slice of Chuck E. Cheese pizza, or the alternative being there is no other pizza place around. There's no Domino's.
Or you could just get it to go.
Well, yeah, to go.
But
sure.
But is it okay for a grown man to go into Chuck E. Cheese
and
sit there and eat the whole time looking at the kids playing?
All right, let me propose this. You're a construction worker. You're on a job.
Yeah.
You know, Chuck E. Cheese is usually in a strip mall or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're working on the building next door as an individual construction worker. They blow the whistle.
Time to go eat.
It's lunchtime, and you're like,
I want pizza.
Can you go? I think it's acceptable to walk.
I think it ought to be, but at the same time, it's like, of course, you're probably going with other construction workers.
No. We're talking about everybody else wants to go get. They want to go get Mexican food from the taco truck that's across the street. That's coming over.
You're the only one.
You're the only one. You want pizza.
It's still going to be kind of creepy.
We've been working this job for 15 days. I've eaten tacos 15 days. For the last 15 days, I want something different. You can go next door and get yourself a slice of pizza. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You ought to be able to, but it's still going to be just weird seeing a sweaty, grown man in a construction hard hat eating pizza, looking at little kids playing in Chuck E. Cheese.
We're coming up with this looking at. I think there are definitely things you should not do if you're going to go sit down and eat pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. You don't watch the little kids. You watch a YouTube video. You watch something on your phone. You know.
You like turn away from the play area.
Yeah, for sure. You don't look. You're not watching kids. You're not watching kids play. And I think you're going to have you're going to have people assuming that one of those kids is yours, I think. And obviously this would have to be taking place in probably like in summer when school's out, because why else would there be kids in the middle of the day at Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, it doesn't have to be in the middle. I mean, in your hypothetical, in your situation, in the middle of the day because he's got his lunch break. But like if you go at night,
like I want to go get a piece of pizza. I got to be back on the job in 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. I'm going to sit down here. It's nice. It's air conditioned. I'm buying some pizza.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll even play some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
You know,
I would love to go. I mean, so you got like the adult Chuck E. Cheese is Dave & Buster's.
Oh yeah,
for sure. I mean, Chuck E. Cheese would have some games that would probably still be fun to play to this day.
Yeah.
I might go to Chuck E. Cheese this week if I get a chance.
Why would you go to Chuck E. Cheese?
For what we just talked about.
For pizza?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Their pizza is terrible.
I don't even remember. I just remember as a kid wanting to play the games.
Okay. Well, now that I might be changing my perspective a little bit.
Wait. Now
that this is kind of
you just said it was okay.
This is hit close to home. I mean, I think it's. Are you going by yourself? Are you bringing your wife?
Of course, I'd be going by myself because I mean, she probably don't want Chuck E. Cheese, or if I go like most of the time, if I'm going to Birmingham these days, she's probably not with me.
I don't know if Chuck E. Cheese is still around.
They gotta still have some Chuck E. Cheese around.
I really don't know if it's still a thing.
Isn't there one on Highway 280 as you're going into Birmingham?
Not anymore. It closed.
Well, I think there's got to be some Chuck E. Cheese.
And the one in Vestavia closed?
What are they replacing Chuck E. Cheese with? They got to have a Chuck E. Cheese substitute.
No, kids are playing video games at home now. Kids don't want to go and play at arcade games.
Speaking of at-home content versus real-world experience and content, I'm also hearing that another popular food restaurant is closing down all across the country.
You talking about Hooters?
It's Hooters.
Yeah.
And you want to know why? It's because people can get that same content online. Not the food. They actually do have good food.
So, I think that strategy played a little bit better in the early 2000s, but in today's culture, it's not quite as acceptable. And there have also been quite a few lawsuits that have come out about different folks working at Hooters. But I think their competitors, like Tilted Kilt stuff, they're still going strong. I think it was just management.
So it's just a Hooters issue. It's not a overarching issue where the things that made people want to go to those restaurants can now be accessed easily from the comfort of their own home.
I think that's what it is. I think it's just, it played off of a trend that was a little bit more acceptable back in the 90s, going through maybe 2010. I do think that they've also announced that they are not rebranding, but they have another brand called the Hoot, which is just a restaurant. It's just like a quick serve restaurant. Like you go in, you can order wings, just like a Wingstop.
Like a fast food?
Yeah.
Huh. Some big brain person should come up with a way to combine the glory days of both restaurant chains we've been talking about into one superpower of a restaurant.
So, like animatronic mice with big breasts?
Yes, and video games, and cheese, and hot wings. Cheese pizza and hot wings.
It's a...
what would you call it?
I don't know. Have you got ideas?
I was thinking maybe like Chucky's Angels or something.
Chucky's Angels?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's the best I got off the top of my head.
Okay.
Chucky's Angels.
All right. Well, I wish I was a little quick, ready for something there.
Animatronic women. That's a whole segment on its own. I'm not going to get into it.
Oh, kind of like how they do at the House of Presidents. You ever see? You go to
like a Disney World?
Yeah, like a Disney World. You ever seen the conspiracy theory that they actually had a Hillary Clinton animatronic person ready to go, and she didn't win, and so that they redesigned it to look like Donald Trump because it looks very, very similar to Hillary Clinton, the Donald Trump.
I didn't pay enough attention the last time I went to Disney World. Actually, I don't think I even went in the House of Presidents last time I went to Disney World.
Oh, we've been there together. It's been a while. Maybe not last time.
The last time we went together, I don't think Donald Trump was president.
No, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
I hadn't been to Disney
But we
World
went, wifey and I went.
For your honeymoon, right?
Wait, am I supposed to bleep my wife's name?
You can go back or you can have the editor go in and put in wifey if you want.
Me and wifey. Like that. That actually I can just take what I just did, and the editor can take that and put it in.
Yeah, it's
perfect.
Easy enough.
I love making things easier for the editor.
Yeah. The joke, by the way, everyone, is that Michael is in fact the editor.
Wait.
Oh, we've been making jokes this whole time.
Nobody told me.
Oh, one of these days we may outsource it. Hard to find folks that like to work here, and
hard to find folks that want to listen to this.
That's true. Yeah.
I can't even get wifey to listen to it. Of course, I don't blame her. Who wants to hear about combining Hooters and Chuck E. Cheese?
Dude, there are plenty of people out there that want to hear that. It's going to be at least 6.
I can't even count that high. Animatronic big boobed mice.
Yeah, or are we still on that?
I mean, how can you not still be on that? Kind of sounds like a Rick and Morty episode.
Cheddar bites?
Cheddar bites. If it wasn't women, it'd be mouse traps.
Yeah. Oh man. Nope, not cheese balls.
That's what they call it in Thailand, mouse traps.
Yeah, there you go. What's how's your phone treating you?
Oh, I love my phone. I love T-Mobile.
You're not even on T-Mobile.
Yeah, I am. Well, I'm on T-Mobile as a carrier through Mint Mobile.
Well, I got something to bring up about phones. I got to rant about.
You don't have much time to rant, but you got a little bit of time to rant.
Oh yeah, we are kind of coming up. Did did I go over this last time about the new fold that they came out with?
I don't think you went about it on air with me on the mic. You talked about it off the podcast.
Yeah, no. So the new Z Fold 7. I'm a fold guy. I use it for business. I get I pull out the S Pen and I ask people to sign contracts directly on my phone. Makes things a lot easier. The new phone, the new Z Fold 7, does not have an S Pen. They've completely taken that functionality away, and they didn't give me enough time to realize that I need to upgrade to a 6 with my carrier, and now I can't find a 6. And it looks like a lot of people had the same idea, and now the 6 is sold out. In fact, I was about to swap over to T-Mobile just because I could get a 6. So I'm going through checkout. They had a nice deal where I could get a deal on the phone. It was going to be about $1,000 off if I swapped providers. And I'm going through checkout and I'm doing everything. Get a tech support call from one of my clients. I take that call. I go back to do the checkout. Sold out. Not a single T-Mobile store has a Z6 anymore. I can still purchase pink ones from Samsung directly.
You should get that
at full price. These are not cheap phones, and I've been paying I think $6 a month so that I have the option to upgrade to a newer model at 50% off with AT&T.
You should just get a Blackview BL7000.
No, yeah, I need the fold. I need the fold functionality.
What about there is a different Chinese brand that has
the Huawei.
Is it the Huawei that has it's a trifold?
What's the Huawei? Which is banned in the United States in case
is it banned from every carrier?
Entirely across the United States. You can't even order one to the United States. But the trifold, it's a little overblown. It's also extremely expensive. It's about 5 G's.
$5,000 of U.S. dollar bills.
That's U.S. dollars.
Hold on, what you know what it's called?
Oh, if you type in trifold, there's only one. Now Samsung's been talking about making one. Apple's also talking about coming out with their own
Huawei
Fold.
Huawei MateBook Fold.
That's it. It's the Mate.
I just want to look at it.
It's interesting. I've watched a couple of reviews.
This is a laptop.
Oh, well, that's not it then. But it is the Mate something. The Huawei. Just type in Huawei trifold. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's pretty weird right there. Yeah, so looking at the pricing right now. Oh, it's a little bit less. I mean, it's going for like $3,300, $3,100.
All right, well maybe it's come down. It's been out for a while. It's a neat phone. It doesn't have Google Play services, obviously, because Google is an American company, and so you can't get like Google Maps. You can't sign into Google or anything on the phone. It kind of takes a lot of the perks away from being able to utilize something like Samsung. But I'm gonna have to ask around to some like used phone shops, see if I can pull six from somewhere. I know one of my clients is actually a phone repair store. I might call them. Last time I was there, they had a 6 available, and they said that they'd had it since it came out. And I said, well, you know, I just gave you a brand new credit card machine. You want to make a trade? Didn't make you pay for it. They said,
no, I don't want to barter.
No, not even a little bit.
No.
And they said, no, we need to sell it at full price. And I said, okay, well, I'll come back after the 7 comes out, and then we'll see if you're still looking to sell it. But I was content with the 4. 4's done well for me. Had a little issue with the hinge, doesn't unfold all the way, but other than that, it's been a great phone. I just cannot believe that Samsung would break my heart like that and take away the S Pen. It's been it's honestly been a little bit of a traumatic journey for me, trying to come to the realization that I may not have a fold phone after this one craps out on me. Hopefully Samsung brings back on the 8, but we'll see.
It'd be a wild ride with phones. You never know what they're gonna change about it.
I had the Galaxy S5. I believe that was a 2011 phone. I had that all the way up until 2019.
Well, I mean, I love this thing, this Black View, and the exact purpose I got it for was demonstrated a few days ago. When I didn't just drop the thing, I practically slammed it. I was trying to take it out of my pocket and as I was it was I had it in my hand and I pulled it out of my pocket and up here, and then as I was
don't say up here, Michael.
Well, I was pulling it out of my pocket towards my face.
Yeah.
But then I was my
arm
was dropping after I'd pulled it up.
Yeah.
I was kind of in momentum, just whoop, and then as I did that, it slipped out, went straight through my hands, and slammed directly on the screen on the ground.
Oh,
hard. And I was like, oh well, moment of truth. Let's see if it's actually as good. And I pulled it up, and not a scratch.
That nice.
would have smashed and shattered any other phone I've ever had.
I do not have issues breaking phones. That has never been a problem for me.
Oh, I'll throw that thing around on accident.
Now, there will be, I want to say, the only reason I got rid of the S5.
Bless you.
Oh, thanks, bud. The only reason I got rid of the S5, I think, was because the battery actually just cracked out. Also, that was back in the days where you could unlock the bootloader and you could put a custom ROM on there, and it was no issue at all.
Quit speaking a foreign language.
I hacked the phone made Madison hack phone make better.
Ah, good.
There you go.
Well, we've hit an hour and 1 minute.
Yeah. Is that our?
It's typically our the go home music starts playing in the bar. Closing time.
Yeah, the lights turn on.
Yeah, last call.
Well, it has.
Because I know if we didn't force ourselves to stop, there's no telling how long episodes could actually go in theory.
Yeah, and if we have demand for longer episodes after we get get everything released, we could easily do that. It's just going to come down to our ability to commit time to it, and Michael not showing up late every day.
Well, it's tough, man. It's tough. Time and I go way back.
Wait till I'm exhaled at least before you say that. That's funny.
But what the thing is, we could argue about which of these two pieces of whatever this is on your table here
dust
are better
flakes
than the other one, and we could actually sit here and argue about it if we actually tried to. This one's longer, but this one's got a better shape to it.
I literally think it's two little tiny pieces of paper.
I don't know. Yeah,
but he's not wrong. We could, but we wouldn't do that to the listener unless we had a top-down camera, probably. But
I get your opinion on which of these flecks of paper. It might be dead skin cells.
I don't think it's skin. I think it may be. It could be dead skin cells.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. I mean,
but I also ate some Taco
everybody's
Bell,
skin dies.
Taco Bell on this table yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago.
If it's leftover Taco Bell,
I don't think it's leftover Taco Bell. I think it's just maybe little pieces of wrap, the tortilla wrap.
You also had Domino's and Oreos. By the way, heck of a nutrition plan.
Sometimes, Michael, I revert to an innate Giddens primal state, and then you get into a place where you can't focus on anything except for
the food.
And then it becomes like an overwhelming consumption of your thoughts of consumption.
Consuming the consumption.
Yeah.
The consumption consumes you.
Yeah, it's a great way to put it. And you don't know what else to do other than cave. And I know you've had those moments too, where you're trying to do good on a diet, and then you get those. You almost have to sit down and stare at a wall to just focus on nothing but ignoring the thoughts. And if they don't go away after long enough,
but it's got to be a completely neutral looking blank wall, because if you see anything on it that
if there's a shape on there, it's gonna
turn into food.
It's gonna remind you of the food.
Yeah,
whatever you're thinking of.
Yeah,
and sometimes that's Chinese. Sometimes
see, the people that I work with think that I'm just like some sort of supernatural alien that can eat a lot of food, and I'm like, look, y'all don't know nothing. I'm not even the worst in my family.
No.
There's the Giddens clan. We could go back, look through our ancestral tree, and probably find some world-class eaters that would put me to shame.
I believe that. Yeah, Michael and I will sit here and talk about it, but both his parents, my father, got that stomach surgery, right, where they cut out half of your
the stomach sleeve.
And here's what we noticed: their souls were cut out, half of their souls. Their spirit they're half dead.
They don't enjoy eating anymore.
They don't enjoy
eating. That is
life.
That's half of the life of a Giddens.
Yeah,
is how much you enjoy eating, and so we're not the only two.
No,
and there's I'm sure there's some things where I can out-eat you, but there's plenty of things you can out-eat me. And then there's people in our family that in their primes would out-eat the both of us. So,
and that's
it's just part of being us.
I also think that's another reason why fasting works for us, because people will complain about being hungry, but they don't know what it means to live in hunger.
Yeah,
they don't
always be hungry.
To always be hungry. So, people will be like, "Oh, I can't make it. I've got to eat something every day." Well, have you ever ate something and then you're still hungry?
See, the reason fasting's good because it's like mentally we tell ourselves, all right, this is a period of time we're not going to eat. Yep. But when you're not doing that, you're just like always thinking, why can't I eat right now? And you have no good explanation because you haven't predetermined it's time to not eat anymore. Instead, you're just sitting there thinking, I should be eating something right now.
Yeah.
Always.
Calculating like to the exact yard, what's the closest food to me? And then once you start eating, there's no stopping. It becomes you get into a different mental state. You become overwhelmed with the idea of consuming everything in sight that is food.
Yeah. Now, I do agree with one of my coworkers' points. He says that I don't ever get full. I just get tired of chewing, and that may be true.
I was out to dinner with my girlfriend the other day, and we went to Texas Roadhouse, right? Okay, yeah. We got the yeast rolls with the cinnamon butter.
Yeah, very good.
All right, and I made a comment that she thought was something she would like that nobody else would ever say, and she goes, "I don't understand how you're not full. You just ate a 20-ounce steak with broccoli and mashed potatoes, but you're still eating these rolls." And I said, No. I'm not eating the rolls. I'm just giving my mouth something to do.
Yeah. It's like when you go to a Mexican restaurant and you've got the salsa and the chips, and then you eat your meal after you've already ate like a whole basket or two of salsa and chips, and then you eat your meal, and then it's like, all right, time to start. It's like the meal was a break in between eating the chips. So like you eat your whole meal and then you're like back to my main meal of salsa and chips. Yeah. And if they kept bringing them, I'd never stop.
No,
I'd never stop.
It's like you go to the gym, you're like lifting weights, and then your buddy shows up. He's like, "Oh, it's my cardio day." He's like, "Okay, I could do a couple minutes on the treadmill with you," and then you got to go back and finish your workout after you're done with the cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's just intermission.
Yeah. It's just
I really can't do very often at all any place that does like an unlimited appetizer, because I have no reason to leave. Like you go to Olive Garden, they got unlimited breadsticks.
Yep.
Not leaving. Mexican restaurant, chips and salsa, not leaving.
I mean, this is probably something we should save for next time, but both of us have been kicked out of an all-you-can-eat buffet before.
Yep.
I mean, Michael's case was he was eating at a seafood place.
Yeah, and I wanted one specific thing, but they told me I had to stop eating it, and I told them
that's when he decided to leave. Yeah, I was kicked out of a CC's Pizza for eating too much CC's Pizza.
Which that's more impressive than me because they keep that thing replenished at CC's. At least they're trying to.
Yeah. Well, so what they didn't expect was, and I was on vacation. I'm not in the South. They're probably a little bit more prepped in the South for people eating a lot, right? Because we're eaters down here. But I was up in Maryland. I go up to Maryland. I was like, hey guys, I'm getting kind of hungry. You want to go to CC's? I'm with a couple of buddies, and we get into the CC's. I just, I'm demolishing plate after plate. My buddies,
they've never seen anything like it. I'm sure.
Yeah, they'd never seen anything. It was foreign to them. And then no joke, had the manager come up to me, brought me a to-go box, and said, you can fill this up and take it with you, but you got to leave. because I was there for like 2.5 hours and I'm not talking, I'm just eating and then breaking and then like talking with my buddies for a little bit and then just waiting like 20 minutes going back. I was back and forth. I had a stack of plates, 12 high, and I go out with one of my sales guys the other day to Guthrie's, got a bucket and ate it, and he's just got like a regular plate with like 2 or 3 chicken strips.
And you probably ate the bucket quicker than he ate the plate.
I will say he finished the plate a little bit before I did. Probably about maybe 5 minutes before I did.
Because you're actually on I think you're typically a faster eater, while I'm a slower eater.
That is true.
Yeah. It does vary in the Giddens clan. Some of us eat slow, some of us eat fast. I'm probably one of the slower ones.
I know Thanksgiving is meant for us to kind of remember some of our origins for the country, but
no, it's meant for food.
Yeah, I mean, it is meant. I mean, obviously there is food involved, but Giddens turned it into more of a competition. Who can eat the most?
Yeah.
And I do recall back in the days. I mean, like Michael and I, we would get in there. We would start assessing the food and coming up with a game plan, and we're once we finish that prayer, it's game on.
Yeah.
And
we used to have competition back in the day before our dads both had stomach sleeve surgeries, and now they can't compete like they used to. They're retired.
They're retired due to injury, due to them deciding to eliminate their soul.
But before they did, I want to compare it to like in Major League Baseball, like the steroid era when you had you had like Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire just like hitting home runs and chasing records day in and day out. Like back in their primes, those two were on hunger steroids. Like they could slaughter some Thanksgiving plates.
Yeah, I really hope you're taking that into account as you're going to be bringing on a new life into this world. That you're going to have to pick up some extra shifts. I mean, that's you realize you got another Giddens coming in that's going to be eating
she
you
or he does have. For one thing, if you got a girl, it's probably not going to be as bad as if you got a boy.
It's not as they're.
Not saying girls can't put it down too.
My sister has certainly demonstrated an ability to eat in the past.
Yeah.
However, societal pressure for women to not eat so much plays a little bit of a regulator.
Yeah.
It places a little bit of a regulator in there.
But my offspring has 50% of a different family's genes that is much more controlled with how they eat. So I feel like there could be a nice balance there where it's not just like over the top like it is with us.
Let's pray, man, because you're spending their college fund on food. If not, let's hope because you're not wrong. Your wife has their side of the family. They're nibblers. They're more foodie, right? They enjoy the taste while we enjoy the quantity.
Oh, I enjoy both.
You do you a little bit more.
I want a lot of good stuff.
You want a lot of good stuff.
And you got your specific things that you like, but I'm more willing to try new things.
Yeah.
You're like, you got the same thing you're going to get every time at, the places that you like to go to.
Yeah, for me it's strategy. Like when I'm going to a place, I'm thinking about it on the way there. I know exactly what I'm going to get. I know what I like. I don't like to take too many chances. Michael was on the other hand, he wants to try. If they got to new something out, he's going to try it.
Yeah, any new places I'm going to it. New specials at places I go to, I'm trying them. I love when any of the fast food places around here got a special that's different. I gotta try it.
You tried the new Superman Blizzard Dairy Queen?
No, I haven't actually.
Good.
I haven't been to Dairy Queen in a while. I did try the How to Train Your Dragon Whopper at Burger King.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was basically just a regular Whopper, but with a different colored bun. Look, started talking about food, went 15 minutes over.
Oh, and it's not going to be the last time. I can just about guarantee it. But I agree. That's probably a good wrapping point. Well, thank you, listeners, for joining us on episode 3.
Episode 3, which is actually episode 4.
No, episode 0 was was kind of our test run.
But it was the pilot.
Oh, we call it the pilot. Okay.
Yeah.
But till next time. Maybe next week. I heard Michael's got some scheduling conflicts.
Yeah,
may not be able to make it.
Maybe either.
Oh wait, he actually told us. He told you guys that, everybody that already.
You're like, I've heard. They're like, so do we.
Right. So depending on how that works, maybe we can fit in something during the week or work around it on a later note or try to get one in the middle of the week after.
And I'll be able to talk about the things we did in Atlanta.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Atlanta gets a bad rap, but I think Atlanta's a fun place. I think it's cool.
I don't think Atlanta gets that bad.
No, I know a lot of people that talk bad about Atlanta. And
that's because it's all traffic, though. That's all they want to talk about.
It's a big.
All right.
Look, it's a big city.
Okay.
You're gonna have traffic.
All right. Well, thank you.
I'm telling you, this thing would never end if we don't force ourselves to end it.
That is all for today. Thank you for joining us. CuzWords, episode 3.